by the way, if we look at the European EU report, that for the R&D investment, Huawei's ranking is top 5 in the world. What I heard that Bulgaria is called Silicon Valley of Southeast Europe, especially for the ICT female. We are 10% higher than the EU average.
Mr. Li, thank you for having us. It is a pleasure. Please tell us, what is the big story behind Huawei?
Thank you. It's my pleasure to have an interview with you today. Huawei was established in 1987. And in 1987, the founder, Mr. Ren Zhengfei, he just established the company by 3,000 euro at that moment. Of course, equivalent of Chinese local currency, Chinese yuan. And currently, I think you can see Huawei have the employee of more than 200,000, and 55% who is dedicated for research and development. Huawei is a 100% private company from beginning until now. And one of the reasons why Huawei developed so fast, I think one of the key reasons is the culture, customer-centric. And there are some stories. We don't have big story, but we have really some small stories all over the world every day. As you know, last year when there's a very serious earthquake in Turkey, and Huawei, when we have such issue, we immediately work together with our customer, went to the center of the earthquake area, try to restore the network, because in those kind of big moment, the signal, which means life, in order to take the responsibility, we always went to the place at the first time. At the same time, I remember in 2020, there is bad weather in Bulgaria, and there is a very heavy snow, and there are a lot of sites has been impacted, and a lot of our customers, they cannot able to make the call, and from that moment that we work together with customer from the first moment, try to recover the network. This is our responsibility. This is our what we call culture of customer-centric. When something happens, and the responsibility is beyond the business benefits. Try to work together, try to solve the customer's problems. Yeah.
So, can you tell us more about the start of the company from your perspective? What was Huawei looking for back then, back to 87 and ahead?
Yeah. Actually, Huawei's strategy never changed. From 1987, we focus on ICT. Till now, we still, world-leading ICT and smart device company in the world. And I remember 20 years ago, there was a very hot area, sectors like property and like OTT companies. It was a very hot industries in the world and also in China. And people can make fast money from that, and people invest and they can get a very good return in a short time. But Huawei never changed. We focus on the technology, we focus on the ICT, we put the huge investment for the research and development. This is the key reason why Huawei was developed in the past 37 years.
And you told us a lot of small stories.
Yeah.
And what is the bigger picture? All those small stories are making the big story of Huawei?
Yeah. Still, if we look at the world, Huawei is a small company. Compared with, the world, there are a lot of excellent big companies in the world. Huawei is big, but we think, our mission is to bring digital to every organization, to every, the persons. So this is our mission, which is also our big, dream to be there. So that's why we focus on the technology, try to bring the benefits to the society and to the country in which we are serving for. Yeah.
what are the burning questions in the industry nowadays, from your perspective?
Yeah, for sure now the burning question is the first one is AI. And everywhere in America, in Europe, in China, and also in Bulgaria. I think this is for sure this is number one burning question in the industry now.
Let's extrapolate here. Give us some details. Why is so important? What is ahead?
I think before 2022, before ChatGPT was launched in the market, AI is still kind of the plan. But since end of 2022, when ChatGPT come to our life, it's kind of the AI is starting to be in our life everywhere. And for Huawei, we also have the strategy of AI, but our concept is for AI for the industry. We are not focused on the AI for the consumers. We focus on the AI for the industry. AI should bring the value, should bring the benefits for the industry. So what does it mean from our side? For example, one of the important challenge in our life is the weather forecast. I think you may know that a lot of time that we will suffer from the weather forecast if it's not concrete, or the weather forecast is not so fast. And in the past many years, this is one of the challenges in the society. In order to address this issue, Huawei last year and early of last year, Huawei developed the AI big model of what we call Pangu model. That Pangu model is also the first time published in a Nature magazine. Nature is a very powerful magazine in the industry. And this big model will help our weather forecast to be more than 10,000 times accurate and faster. And for example, before, our traditional weather forecast is based on the mathematics, and it takes longer time. If we have to have a weather forecast, it takes like 4 to 5 hours for the huge data, super computing. And it's really, not only about cost, and also the time consuming is about 4 to 5 hours. But based on the latest Huawei AI big model, it's just 1 hour. And also the speed is more than 10,000 times faster as what I just mentioned. And this one is not only about concept. This one has been used in the European Military Weather Forecast Agency. At the same time, it successfully forecast the Maya typhoon last year, 5 days before the traditional one. Yeah, it's really helped the people, helps the society to be prepared, more accurate based on the forecast.
Is the model implemented in China or
in Europe as
Europe
well?
as
Yeah,
well?
it's called European Middle-Range Weather Forecast Agency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's already deployed in Europe last year.
Already,
Yeah.
You mentioned AI, so it's playing out on the world stage. What will the next stage of adoption of AI look like?
I think there are two directions. The first one is for the consumers, and not only OpenAI, not only the ChatGPT. By the way, recently you see not only ChatGPT, it's also the GPT 4.0. That one is the latest what was launched by OpenAI. At the same time, Microsoft and Google, everybody they launched the AI for consumers. This one really it will be a big impact for our life. At the same time, of course, it will create more opportunities. For example, I read one of the story that in 1860s, when the first industrial revolution come to our life, that people, was excited. At the same time, people was afraid, because people were afraid that the machine maybe replace the people. And I do believe that people have the same, concern or same feeling about the AI. I cannot predict the future. I don't know, but I think the opportunity and the challenge, and also AI is coming, and for our consumer, it will change our life. We have to learn AI. We have to use AI. We have to take advantage, to use AI in a proper way. At the same time, for the industry should become more efficient, more productive because of AI. And this one, we have to create value for our industry, so that the industry, for example, in Bulgaria, we have a very powerful industry for auto. Auto is almost 10% of our GDP. If we can use AI to improve our capability and also the competitive, in the market, maybe the industry of Bulgaria can become more powerful in the world. Yeah, this is one of the comment I would like to make.
Where do the risks and unexpected consequences lie when we address AI adoption?
Yeah, for sure. As what I just mentioned, the risk is maybe is about how about the jobs in future is one of the risks or concerns which we are thinking. At the same time, we think more and more opportunity. For example, when AI has become more and more important, the cybersecurity and also the management of the AI from the development until the operation is also become more and more important. So that's why we think more opportunities will come out. But when we look at the future of AI, I think you may be interested who will dominate the future is a startup or the big companies. And actually, from our understanding that, for example, this OpenAI actually it was just become popular by end of 2020. Before it was not so popular. And we think in Bulgaria we also have a BGGPT, and we also have the foundation of the technology. We have the foundation of the AI. If we have great ideas, and if we have a great development, I think there's a possibility, there's an opportunity for all the great ideas to be the future. Yeah.
Who will dominate here, global players or startups?
Great ideas will dominate.
Yeah.
No matter you are big, you are small. Because even you are small, if you have great ideas, you can become big.
Yeah. Tell us more about your experience in implementing AI in education.
Yeah.
A very important topic for next generations.
Yeah. Education or the young talent, from our perspective, this is the future of the country. And this is the future of the world. And for the education, we think it's very important for the young talent to be trained, because this is the only place like a kitchen at your family that normally you want to have a beautiful kitchen, right? Because this is always the time which you will stay there to spend time with your family. Classroom is very important for the young talent, and they study there and they learn there how to have a very efficient, smart classroom for fitting the future and for fitting the needs, especially after pandemic. We can see the hybrid smart class is become more and more popular. Before pandemic, everybody is offline, but since pandemic, distance learning and hybrid learning is become more and more frequent. So that's why in Huawei we developed what we call smart classroom, which was launched in the Mobile World Congress of this year. This smart classroom 3.0 provides the latest AI-based technology for our teachers, for our classroom, because this one will follow your voice, will follow your reaction, to give a most efficient technology about the digital classroom. And this one is also available in Bulgaria. Yes.
Where is available?
Actually, we are cooperated with a lot of universities. And I think you heard about the STEAM projects. STEAM projects, one of the key products is a smart classroom, what we call Audio Hub. And this one now, a lot of schools, they already bought it. Yeah.
Do you have a number for those schools? Or?
Yes, I have some numbers, and also I have the names. Yeah.
Are they a lot or just?
It's just a study. It's not too many. Yeah.
Let's go back to Huawei. How does Huawei ensures its top presence among the evolving technological landscapes?
Yeah, this is a very good question. As you know, technology is changing so fast, and how to ensure, the position of the technology, and the most important one, we think, the investment of the research and development. So that's why at the beginning what I just mentioned that Huawei have more than 200,000. Actually, the exact number is 207,000 employees. So we have in total we have more than 200,000 employees, but more than 55% they are working for the research and development. At the same time, Huawei's strategy since many years ago is the research and development should be at least 10% of our revenue. So every year, at least 10% of the revenue will come to the research and development. And in the past 3 years, especially in 2022 and 2023, the ratio is almost 25%.
25?
Yeah, 25% of the revenue. Revenue is more than 900 billion US dollar, and more than 25%, that's a lot of money. That's why one of the, of course, those huge investment will come out with a stronger product, with a quality, and also the technology, become the advantage of Huawei. And our concept is like quality should be the basic advantage of Huawei. This is something is a very top priority in Huawei since many years ago. Not only about the quality itself, and also the technology should be advanced. Yeah. So that's why it come back to your question that I think the first important is a huge investment of the research and development. By the way, if we look at the European EU report, that for the R&D investment, Huawei's ranking is top 5 in the world. They are ranking all the companies in the world, not only European countries. At the same time, European Patent Office, they publish the report every year. Based on this year's report, Huawei's patent is number 1, continuously, not only this year and in the past few years. So everything is mainly because of the huge investment of the research and development. But technology is not enough. Come back to the second one, how Huawei can have the technology position in the market. We think customer-centric. Customer-centric, if we read all the books about Huawei, customer-centric, this is the biggest story. We are practice, and we think no matter where you are, no matter you are in Europe, no matter you are in China, you are in Africa, all the Huawei team practice the same culture called customer-centric. This is a typical Huawei, what we call Huawei. So must be customer-centric. Yeah.
What specific challenges Huawei faces in introducing new technologies to the global market and Bulgarian market as well?
Yeah. Just now I mentioned about customer-centric. When we introduce the new technology, we are thinking to introduce a new technology to the market should bring the benefits to the society, to bring the benefits for the customers, not only about it's new. That's why we need it. That's why the challenge is how to balance different countries, because different countries, they are different. Something is important for some country, but something is not important for some country. And we have to study, the local market, what will be the need. Because there are plenty of technology, because we have different domain, not only about the wireless, and also transmission, and also the enterprise. So we have different solution, different technology. So we have to understand the local market to provide the suitable solution, so that it can bring the benefits for our local society, can bring the benefits for the customers' business. So this is one of the challenge. The second one is about ecosystem. Sometimes we think it is good. Sometimes we think it can bring benefits. But for some time, for some projects or some business, we need an ecosystem, because Huawei is not doing everything. We need partners, and we need to cooperate with others to serve or to bring the technology, to bring the benefits to the society. So that's why, for the one hand, that if we think this one is good technology, can bring the benefits for our customers, we will try to engage with the partners, no matter they have the experience or not. We will try to work together with them to develop the experience. At the same time, if there are some other opportunities, maybe globally we can also work together with some international partners to deploy some solutions. Yeah.
You mentioned Bulgaria. What do you think is the potential of development for Bulgaria?
When we look at the potential, let's see what is the advantage of our country. I think the first one, what I heard that Bulgaria is called Silicon Valley of Southeast Europe. And what I feel that we have very good quality of the talent. And also, as I know that every year we have more or less like a 10% growth of the ICT specialist. If we look at the European Commission report, there is a report called the DESI, D-E-S-I, Digital Economic and Society, D-E-S-I-S, Digital Economic Society Index. If we look at this report, Bulgaria, we have some numbers is quite higher than the EU average. For example, the ICT specialist, especially for the ICT female, we are 10% higher than the EU average. And based on the foundation what we have, because we are working together with more than 10 universities, and not only about the management, they are professionals, and also we have very good quality of the young talent. And young talent, is the future of the country. And because of this foundation, we think we have a basic foundation of the technology. But at the same time, if we look at the space of the future, digital economic is become more and more important for most of the countries. For example, that what I know, America and Germany, their digital economic, the share of their GDP is about 60%. And China is 40%. And Turkey, what I understand, is 10%. So we look at a digital economic, we have a space, and we have a foundation. So I think the ICT, or the digital area, is the first potential for our country. This is number one. Secondly, as we know that Bulgaria is one of the top exporter of the electricity. We think green energy it's become more and more important. Green energy is the strategy of Europe, and also is a strategy of Bulgaria. We are doing the green transition at this moment, and based on the experience what we have in Bulgaria, we think, more and more investors and also more and more business for the green energy, renewable energy in Bulgaria is become more and more important. It's playing more and more role in Bulgaria for the industries. Even I heard there are some Chinese investors. They have the investment for the green energy. Of course, for Huawei that we are here for 20 years. In order to, we call in Bulgaria for Bulgaria, not only about Huawei. At the same time, we are here since for 20 years. We know Bulgaria very well. So any investors, any businessman, if they want to do business in Bulgaria, if they engage with us, we are willing to share, what is the potential and what is the benefits to do business in Bulgaria.
So, what collaborative efforts does Huawei engage in with Bulgarian businesses or and institutions?
Yeah, actually we have two approach. The first one is about the business. The second one is about social value projects. For the business, that because we are like ICT and smart device company in the industry, so that's why for the mainstream of the customers and partners in Bulgaria, we are cooperating with them, and not only about telecom and also about enterprise. At the same time, for the smart device, as you can see that Huawei's smartphone or Huawei's laptop is available in most of the shopping mall or most of the market which you can buy. And secondly, about the social value projects, we have a concept is called in Bulgaria for Bulgaria. So we are here for 20 years. So as a technology company, what we can bring the benefits to the local society? This is always the question we are asking ourselves. And we have few programs. The first one is a scholarship. In the past 3 years, we award more than 180 students and for the scholarship. And second one is about Seeds for the Future. Seeds for the Future is a global program, and Bulgaria is one of the important countries that we push HQ, to put in the list. That this Seeds for the Future is about training of the it's kind of online university, and the student they can apply. They will be trained for the AI, big data, cybersecurity, cloud. After they trained, they also have the opportunity to travel to, some countries if we have a, longer program. For example, in this year we have some students travel to Roma, some of them travel to China, and this program, will help the student not only to be trained for the new technology, and also some exchange of the culture, exchange with the international student. This is about Seeds for the Future. At the same time, last year we launched a new program. New program is called Women in Tech. Because as what I mentioned, we have a very good foundation for the ICT female. However, we have a gap for the basic digital skills. So in order to address this issue, for the basic digital skills, we cooperate with, we signed a triple MOU with the Ministry of Labor and Social Policy and the University of Telecommunication and Post with UTP. When we signed the MOU, we start the training program immediately. We deployed a digital classroom in UTP. And we have more than 10 ambassadors, including the former Minister of Labor and Social Policy, including the Minister of Innovation. At the same time, there are some business leadership is the ambassador of the program. And we are not only train, the digital skills in the school, and also we invite the ambassadors to give the speech, to use their story to encourage those female. They need to be encouraged, so that they are digital skilled and will improve their competitiveness in the market. At the same time, they will be more confident in the market as well. Yeah.
Yeah. What level of investment does Huawei make in Bulgaria, and can we make a parallel with other EU countries, for example?
Yeah. Bulgaria is one of the important countries for Huawei. We entered Bulgaria since 20 years ago, and in the past 20 years, for example, of course we are very good taxpayer. In the past 20 years, we paid more or less, I think around 500 million leva for the direct and indirect tax. At the same time, for the local procurement is also our priority. If we can do it locally, if we can cooperate with a local partner to deploy the service and solution, that would be preferred. And in the past 30 years, the local procurement was around more than 200 million leva. At the same time, we invest in people. And just now you met one of the colleagues. His name is Yuan. He worked for Huawei for almost 20 years. But we have almost 20 such kind of employees work for Huawei since beginning. And currently we have 120 employees, more or less 120 employees. 85% is our Bulgarian colleagues. And as what I mentioned, 20 of them worked for Huawei more than 20 years. And also a lot of experienced employees in Huawei in different sectors. And when we talk about investing in people, not only in Huawei employee, and also we invest in the young talent. And what I emphasized several times, that young talent is the future for the country. Apart from the program what I just mentioned, Seeds for the Future, and Women Tech, and scholarship. Also, we think great transition is more and more important, but the skilled people is also important. And we established the cooperation with Solar Academic, and also with one of the university. It's called University of Transport. And we work together with them to train the new technology and the new how some technical installation of the new renewable energy. And this one, last year we trained almost 300, and this year we plan to do more. So come back to the question that not only the investment of the local procurement, not only to be a good taxpayer, and also try to use the technology to treat as many people as what we can. We think this is also the responsibility of us to do business here.
Tell us more about the newest advancements Huawei has implemented to the global market. Let's talk about this topic.
You mean the latest achievement?
Achievements, yeah.
Okay. I think the biggest one I think still is about the AI for industry, as what we mentioned. Apart from the AI for the weather forecast, and our concept is AI for industry. So for different vertical and also industries, we think will become more and more important. For example, another example of AI, the latest achievement. Normally for the new medicine development, it takes very long time. As an average, it takes like 10 years. And it takes like $1 billion as an average. And when we address this issue, we work together with one of the hospital, try to develop, the new medicine development based on the AI Penguin model. That one was successfully done in the past few months ago. That instead of 10 years, now it's just 1 month, can done the job. At the same time, the cost is saved by 70%. So if we look at the achievement, of course, the investment of the R&D is bring the return of the great product. But if we look at the great technology itself, AI, I think, is one of the important for Huawei's achievement. Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, by the way, because AI just one of the topic. At the same time, green energy is also become more and more important. And based on the international report, that the top three industry which consume the carbon emission is the top three industry. The first one is electricity. The second one is the transportation. The third one is about the industries. So based on this strategy in this direction about green transition in the future, the latest achievement what we have done, for example, for green energy, that when we have a huge investment of the research and development, we have to see we have one of the best product, the solutions for our consumers, not only for the utility and also for the commercial and industry, at the same time for the individual's household. This one is also AI-based solution, and it's the efficiency and everything is compared with the traditional solution is much better. At the same time, for the transportation, EV car is become more and more important. But one of the reasons why EV car cannot be popular, one of the reasons is because of the facility is not available. The charging station is not so convenient. And of course, safety is another important issue. To address this issue, the latest achievement what we have, last year Huawei launched one of the product what we call liquid cooling supercharging station. This one, normally for the traditional charging station, even is a faster charging station, you need at least 1 hour, 2 hours to be fully charged. But Huawei solution, what we call 1 second, 1 kilometer, which means by a cup of coffee time, 15, 20 minutes, your car is full ready. And by the way, this one will also be deployed in Bulgaria.
When?
I think this year.
This year?
Yeah, and we are discussing with one of the partners for the further stage.
Are they going to be available for more
Yeah, I
people?
think so. Yeah, they have their plans. Unfortunately, I cannot share their plan. But yes, their plan is to deploy it in the area for people, for example, shopping mall or gas station somewhere close. And this is their plan. Yeah.
How does the battle for chips affect the global industry, and is there a potential resolution, Mr. Li?
This is a very big and also very difficult question. As you know, technology is a nature, and it brings benefits for the society, for the people. And from my personal understanding, that globalization is still the trend, and it might be slowed down, but it's a trend, and we cannot change the trend. So that's why we think there will be a solution. I don't know what kind of solution it will be, but it will be a solution. And in future, and the industry and also the technology is changing so fast. And the market and the technology itself, we think is like a balance. So come back to the question is, we think in future it will be a solution. We hope it will be a win-win solution for everybody, because instead of fight, cooperation is always the best solution. Yeah.
Can you give us an insight how you're gonna surprise the other global players next?
If I tell you a surprise, it will not be a surprise. So
An insight, please.
As what we mentioned, that Huawei is an ICT and a smart device company, and we hope not only about ICT itself. For example, for ICT now we are in the time of 5G, But also we in the Mobile World Congress we launched the 5.5G and or 5G advanced, and we hope this one will be one of the new technology and also bring the benefits for the society, including Bulgaria. And same time for our smart device. Currently, I think you see that we launched the latest device is called Pura 70. Actually, the Ultra is even more excited. That one, we think this is a little surprise for the market. We hope we can have more and more surprise, such kind of good quality of the product with the fashion design, and bring the benefits for everybody, and give the option for our consumers. Yeah, this is what we think might be the future.
Thank you, Mr. Li. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.